Quand nous observons certaines personnes s'élever au-dessus de nous simples mortels, quand nous les voyons atteindre des grandeurs d'art et de création devant lesquelles nous pouvons seulement nous émerveiller, il est très rare que nous les célébrions. Ils nous laissent méfiants et remplis de doutes.
Ils n'ont pas pu y arriver seuls.
Ils ont dû avoir recours à une méthode secrète.
Il doit forcément y avoir une astuce.
Et si, comme les bluesmen le disent, ils s'étaient rendus à la croisée des chemins? Et si ils avaient fait un sacrifice pour leur art, et étaient parvenus à un accord qui, en leur coûtant tout, leur donna tout? Nous donnons divers noms à ces êtres.
Génie, fou.
Prodige.
De nos jours, nous faisons tout notre possible pour nous intégrer dans la société, pour nous prouver à quel point nous pouvons être normaux.
J'aime.
Retweet.
Moi aussi.
Moi aussi. Ils étaient prêts à franchir les limites de la moralité, à contempler le cœur de l'obscurité. Ils gardèrent leur sang-froid quand les ténèbres, les fixant, nommèrent le prix à payer.
Jimi Hendrix en était de cela.
Jim Morrison était de cela.
Arthur Rimbaud était de cela.
Et si William Shakespeare était de cela aussi?
Nous appelons ces créatures night horses, les chevaux de la nuit. Ce sont ces chevaux de la nuit qui
gallop night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of
Love.
Naturellement. Les chevaux de la nuit nous apportent nos rêves. Des rêves d'amour, de passion, d'envie, de peur, de pouvoir. Ils nous apportent nos beaux rêves et nos pires cauchemars. Les chevaux de la nuit sont avec nous tous les soirs. Ils sont avec nous ce soir. En voici un. Notre histoire commence maintenant.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task fordone. Now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple headed scene, from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic.
Now that the gloomy shadow of the earth, longing to view Orion's drizzling look, leaps from the Antarctic world unto the sky and dims the welkin with her pitchy breath. Faustus, begin thine incantations, and try if devils will obey thy hest, seeing thou hast prayed and sacrificed to them. Within this circle is Jehovah's name, forward and backward anagrammatized, the abbreviated names of holy saints, figures of every adjunct to the heavens and characters of signs, and therein stars by which the spirits are enforced to rise. Then fear not, Faustus, but be resolute, and try the uttermost magic can perform.
Je vais éveiller tous les mystères. Mystères de religion, nature, mort, naissance, avenir, passé, cosmogonie, néant. Je suis maître en fantasmagorie. Écoutez.
Now, Faustus, what wouldst thou have me do?
I charge thee to wait upon me whilst I live, to give me whatsoever Faustus shall command, be it to make the moon drop from her sphere, or the ocean to overwhelm the world.
I am a servant to great Lucifer, and may not follow thee without his leave. No more than he commands must we perform.
Did not he charge thee to appear to me?
No, I came hither of mine own accord.
Did not my conjuring speeches raise thee? Speak.
That was the cause, but yet per accident. For when we hear one rack the name of God, abjure the scriptures and his Saviour, Christ, we fly in hope to get his glorious soul, nor will we come unless he use such means whereby he is in danger to be damned. Therefore the shortest cut for conjuring is stoutly to abjure the Trinity, and pray devoutly to the Prince of Hell.
So Faustus hath already done, and holds this principle. There is no chief, but only Beelzebub, to whom Faustus doth dedicate himself. This word, damnation, terrifies not him, for he confounds hell in Elysium. Is ghostly with the old philosophers. But leaving these vain trifles of men's souls, tell me, what is that Lucifer thy lord?
Archregent and commander of all spirits.
Was not that Lucifer an angel once?
Yes, Faustus, and most dearly loved of God.
How comes it then that he is prince of devils?
Oh, by aspiring pride and insolence, for which God threw him from the face of heaven.
And what are you that live with Lucifer?
Unhappy spirits that fell with Lucifer, conspired against our God with Lucifer, and are forever damned with Lucifer.
Where are you damned?
In hell.
How comes it then that thou art out of hell?
Why, this is hell, nor am I out of it. Think'st thou that I, who saw the face of God and tasted the eternal joys of heaven, am not tormented with 10,000 hells in being deprived of everlasting bliss? Oh, Faustus, leave these frivolous demands which strike a terror to my fainting soul.
What? Is great Mephistopheles so passionate for being deprived of the joys of heaven? Learn thou of Faustus manly fortitude, and scorn those joys thou never shalt possess. Go bring these tidings to great Lucifer. Seeing Faustus hath incurred eternal death by desperate thoughts against Jove's deity, say he surrenders up to him his soul, so he will spare him 24 years, letting him live in all voluptuousness, having thee ever to attend on me, to give me whatsoever I shall ask, to tell me whatsoever I demand, to slay mine enemies and aid my friends, and always be obedient to my will. Go and return to mighty Lucifer, and then meet me in my study at midnight, and resolve me of thy master's mind.
I will, Faustus.
What boots it then to think of God or heaven?
Away with such vain fancies and despair. Despair in God and trust in Beelzebub. Now go not backwards. No, Faustus. Be resolute. Why waverest thou?
Something soundeth in mine ears. Abjure this magic. Turn to God again. Aye, and Faustus will turn to God again.
To God? He loves thee not. The God thou servest is thine own appetite.
Come, Mephistopheles, and bring glad tidings from great Lucifer. It's not midnight. Come, Mephistopheles! Veni, veni, Mephistopheles! Now tell me, what says Lucifer thy lord?
That I will wait on Faustus while he lives, so he will buy my service with his soul.
Already Faustus hath hazarded that for thee.
But, Faustus, thou must bequeath it solemnly, and write a deed of gift with thine own blood. For that security craves great Lucifer. If thou deny it, I will back to hell.
Stay, Mephistopheles, and tell me, what good will my soul do thy lord?
Enlarge his kingdom.
Is that the reason why he tempts us thus?
Misery loves company.
Why, have you any pain that torture others?
As great as have the human souls of men. But tell me, Faustus, shall I have thy soul? And I will be thy slave, and wait on thee, and give thee more than thou hast wit to ask.
Aye, Mephistopheles, I give it thee.
Then stab thine arm courageously, and bind thy soul, that at some certain day great Lucifer may claim it as his own, and then be thou as great as Lucifer.
No, Mephistopheles, for love of thee, I cut mine arm, and with my proper blood assure my soul to be great Lucifer's, chief lord and regent of perpetual night. You hear the blood that trickles from mine arm, and let it be propitious for my wish.
But, Faustus, thou must write it in manner of a deed of gift.
Aye, so I will.
Sweet Faustus, leave that execrable art. Contrition, prayer, redemption, what of them? Oh, they are means to bring him unto heaven. Rather illusions, fruits of lunacy, that make men foolish, that do trust them most. Sweet Faustus, think of heaven and heavenly things. No, Faustus, think of honor and of wealth.
Here, Mephistopheles, receive this scroll, a deed of gift, of body and of soul, but yet conditionally that thou perform all articles prescribed between us both.
Faustus, I swear by hell and Lucifer to effect all promises between us made.
Then hear me read them. I, John Faustus, do give both body and soul to Lucifer and his minister, Mephistopheles. By me, John Faustus.
Speak, Faustus, do you deliver this as your deed?
I take it, and the devil give thee good night.
Now, Faustus, ask what thou wilt.
First will I question with thee about hell. Tell me, where is the place that men call hell?
Under the heavens,
Aye, but whereabout?
within the bowels of these elements, where we are tortured and remain forever. Hell hath no limits, nor is circumscribed in one self-place. For where we are is hell, and where hell is, there must we ever be. And to conclude, when all the world dissolves and every creature shall be purified, all places shall be hell that are not heaven.
Come, I think hell's a fable.
Aye. Think so still, till experience change thy mind.
But leaving off this, let me have a wife, the fairest
How,
maid.
a wife? I prithee, Faustus, talk not of a wife. Marriage is but a ceremonial toy. If thou lovest me, think no more of it. I'll cull thee out the fairest courtesans, and bring them every morning to thy bed. She whom thine eyes shall like, thy heart shall have. Be she as chaste as was Penelope, as wise as Saber, or as beautiful as was bright Lucifer before his fall. Hold, take this book, peruse it thoroughly.
Thanks, Mephistopheles. Pourquoi un homme vendrait-il son âme? Quelle récompense pourrait en valoir la peine? J'ai vendu la mienne pour une seule chose, l'amour. Et j'ai commencé à rêver des rêves que je n'avais jamais eus auparavant. Et ce sont ces rêves qui sont devenus mon inspiration.
En prendre la plume, je rêvais d'un amour jeune, pur, innocent. La meilleure sorte d'amour, parfois éphémère et parfois persistant.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Hence, get thee gone and follow me no more. Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not, in plainest truth, tell you, I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that do I love you the more. I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am to follow you. What worse a place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one who loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night, nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. And how can it be said I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
Merde!
The wildest has not such a heart as you.
Ça va pas du tout.
Run when you will, the story shall be changed.
Il va falloir changer ça.
Fie, Demetrius, your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo.
Non, sois pas si sûr.
I'll follow thee and make a heaven of a hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly, and he shall seek thy love. My sweet Athenian lady is in love with this disdainful youth. Child, upon thine eyes I throw all the charm this power doth owe. But soft,
What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and
Juliet,
is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. It is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am to go. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars, as daylight doth a lamp. Her eye in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay me.
She speaks. Speak again, bright angel.
Oh,
Romeo.
Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a...
Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis not thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though, not a...
Montague.
What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some dear perfection which she owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that dost be screaming like so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
How camest thou hither, tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I perch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
Would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better, ended by their hate, than death prorogued, wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou know'st the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush to paint my cheek, for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny what I have spoke, but farewell compliment. Dost thou love me?
Aye.
I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false. A lover's perjuries, they say Jove laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
I swear.
Or if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt prove, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my Hayley light. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than those that have more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but that thou overheardst ere I was where my true love's parting. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to like love which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon I vow, that tips with silver all these fruit trees.
Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love.
Well, do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy of this contract tonight. 'Tis too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning which does cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, good night. As sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within my breast.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
Satisfaction canst thou have tonight.
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didst request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? To what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it thee again. And yet I wish but for the thing I have. My bounty is as boundless as the sea. My love is deep. The more I give to thee, the more I have. For both are infinite. I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night. I am afeard, being in night, all this is but a dream, too flattering sweet to be substantial. It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears. My Nias.
At what o'clock tomorrow shall I send thee?
By the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I loved thy company.
And I'll still stand to have thee still forget, forgetting any other home but this.
Good night. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow, but I shall say good night till it be morrow.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then.
Gallop at pace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a wagoner as Phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately. Spread thy close curtain, love, before me night, that runaways' eyes may wink and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen. Lovers can see to do their amorous rites by their own beauties, or, if love be blind, it best agrees with night. Come, civil night, O sober-suited matron, all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match played for a pair of stainless maidenhoods. Put my unmanned blood baiting in my cheeks with thy black mantle, till strange love grow bold, think true love acted simple modesty. Come night, come Romeo, come thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come gentle night, come loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night and pay no worship to the garish sun. I have bought the mansion of a love but not possessed it, and though I am sold, not yet enjoyed.
Take heed, the queen come not within this sight. Too late. Queen Mab, his former muse is passing fell and rash, and in this state she gallops night by night through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. This is that very Mab that plats the manes of horses in the night, and bakes the elf-locks in foul sluttish hairs that one comes out as much as fortune holds. This is the hag that when maids lie sleeping presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she!
And met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous, Oberon? Fairest skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Tarry, rash wanton! Am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come for the farthest step of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Juliet, your blushing mistress and your one true love, to Romeo must be wedded, and do come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus for shame, Titania, glance at my credit with Juliet, knowing I know thy love to Romeo?
These are the forgeries of jealousy. And never since the middle summer spring met we on hill, in dale, forest or mead, by paved fountain or by rushy brook, or in the beached margin of the sea, to dance our reels to the whistling wind. But with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. The human mortals want their winter cheer. No night is now with Kim or carol blessed. there is one within. Besides the things that we have heard and seen, recounts most horrid sights seen by the watch. A lioness hath whelped in the streets, and graves have yawned and yielded up their dead. Fierce, fiery warriors fought upon the clouds in ranks and squadrons at right form of war, which drizzled blood upon the capital. The noise of battle hurtled in the air, horses did neigh, and dying men did groan, and ghosts did shriek and squeal about the streets. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are their parents and original. Well, go thy ways. I will torment thee for this injury.
My mind misgives.
Peace. Thou talk'st of nothing.
I talk of
Dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against a sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep. No more. And by a sleep to say we end the heartache and the thousand natural shocks that flesh is heir to, 'tis a consummation, devoutly to be wished, to die, to sleep. To sleep, perchance to dream, aye, there's the rub. For in that sleep of death, what dreams may come, when we have shuffled off this mortal coil, must give us pause. There's the respect that makes calamity of so long life. For who would bear the whips and scorns of time? The oppressor's wrong, the proud man's contumely, the pangs of disprized love, the law's delay, the insolence of office, and the scorns that patient merit of the unworthy takes, when he himself might his quietus make with a bare-bodkin, who would these fardels bear, to grunt and sweat under a weary life, but that the dread of something after death, that undiscovered country from whose bourne no traveller returns, puzzles the will, and makes us rather bear those ills we have than fly to others that we know not of. Thus, conscience does make cowards of us all. And thus the native hue of resolution is sicklied o'er with the pale cast of thought, and enterprises of great pith and moment with this regard their currents turn awry, and lose the name of action. Soft you now.
They met me in the day of success, and I have learned by the perfectest report, they have more in them than mortal knowledge. When I burned in desire to question them further, they made themselves air, into which they vanished. Whilst I stood, wrapped in the wonder of it, came missives from the king, who all hailed me Thane of Cawdor, by which title before these weird sisters saluted me, and referred me to the coming on of time, with hail, king that shalt be. This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness, that thou mightst not lose the dues of rejoicing by being ignorant of what greatness is promised thee. Lay it to thy heart and farewell. Glamis thou art, and Cawdor, and shalt be what thou art promised. Yet do I fear thy nature. It is too full of the milk of human kindness to catch the nearest way. Thou wouldst be great, art not without ambition, but without the illness should attend it. What thou wouldst highly, that wouldst thou wholly, wouldst not play false, and yet wouldst wrongly win. Thou wouldst have great Glamis, that which cries thus thou must do if thou had it. And that which rather thou dost fear to do than wishest should be undone. Hie thee hither, that I may pour my spirit in thine ear, and chastise with the valour of my tongue all that impedes thee from the golden round which fate and metaphysical aid doth seem to have thee crowned withal. Come, you spirits that tend on mortal thoughts, unsex me here, and fill me from the crown to the toe top full of direst cruelty. Make thick my blood, stop up the access and passage to remorse, but no compunctious visitings of nature shake my fell purpose, nor keep peace between the effect and it. Come to my woman's breasts and take my milk for gall, you murdering ministers. Wherever in your sightless substances you wait on nature's mischief, come, thick night, and pour thee in the dunnest smoke of hell, that my keen knife see not the wound it makes, nor heaven peep through the blanket of the dark to cry, hold, hold! Great Glamis, worthy Cawdor, greater than boasted by thee, all hail hereafter. Thy letters have transported me beyond this ignorant present, and I feel now the future in the instant.
My dearest love.
Face, my thing, is as a book where men may read strange matters. To beguile the time, look like the time, Bear welcome in your eye, your hand, your tongue. Look like the innocent flower, but be the serpent under it. He that's coming must be provided for, and you shall put this night's great business into my dispatch, which shall for all our nights and days to come give solely sovereign sway and mastery.
We will speak further.
Only look up clear. Not all to fate that ever is to fear. Leave all the rest to me. That which hath made them drunk hath made me bold. What hath quenched them hath given me fire. Hark! Yes, it was the owl that shrieked, the fatal bellman that gives the sternest good night. He is about it. The doors are open and the surfeited grooms do mock their charge with stores. I have drunk their possets, that death and nature do contend about them, whether they live or die.
Who's there? What home?
I'm afraid they have awaked, and 'tis not done. The attempt and not the deed confounds us. I laid their daggers ready. You could not miss them. My husband?
I have done the deed. Dost thou not hear a noise?
I heard the owls scream and the crickets cry. Did not you speak?
When?
Now.
As I descended?
Why?
Hark. This is a sorry sight.
Foolish thought to say a sorry sight.
As one did laugh in sleep, and one cried murder, that they did wake each other.
Consider it not so deeply.
One cried, God bless us, and amen the other, as they had seen me with these hangman's hands. Listening their fear, I could not say amen when they did say God bless us.
Consider it not so deeply.
Wherefore could not I pronounce amen? I have no need of blessing, and amen stuck in my throat.
It must not be lowered out of these ways, so it will make us mad.
Methought I heard a voice cry, sleep no more! Macbeth does murder sleep!
What do you mean?
Still it cried to all the house, sleep no more! Glance has murdered sleep, and therefore Cawdor shall sleep no more, Macbeth shall sleep no more!
Was it that thus cried? My worthy thane, you do not amend your noble spirit to think so brain-sickly of things. Go get some water and wash this filthy witness from your hands. Infirm of purpose! The sleeping and the dead are but as pictures. 'Tis the eye of childhood that fears a painted devil. If he do bleed, I'll gild the faces of the grooms withal, for it must seem their guilt.
Whence is that knocking? Thou is't with me when every noise appalls me. What hands are here? They pluck out mine eyes. Will all great Neptune's ocean not wash this blood clean from my hand? No, this my hand will rather the multitudinous seas in incarnadine making the green one red.
My hands are of your colour, but I'm ashamed to wear a heart so white. I hear a knocking at the south entry. Retire we to our chamber. A little water clears us of this deed. How easy is it then? Your constancy hath left you unattended. Hark, more knocking. Get on your nightgown, lest occasion call and show us to be watchers. Be not lost so poorly in your thoughts.
To know my deed, 'twere best not know myself. Full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife.
Let's leave this.
night. Scarf up the tender eye of pitiful day, and with thy bloody and invisible hand, cancel and tear to pieces that great bond which keeps me pale. Light thickens, and the crow makes wing to the rooky wood. Good things of day begin to droop and drowse, as night's black agents to their praise do rouse. Thou marvelst at my words, but hold thee still. So, things bad begun make strong themselves by ill. So prithee, go with me.
How now, his views? You look angrily.
Have I not reason? Beldams as you are, saucy and overbold, how did you dare to trade and traffic with Macbeth in riddles and affairs of death? And I, the mistress of your charms, the close contriver of all harms, was never called to bear my part, or show the glory of our art. And which is worse, all you have done hath been but for the wayward son, spiteful and wrathful, who, as others do, loves for his own ends, not for you. But make amends now, get you gone, and at the pit of Acheron, meet me in the morning. Thither he will come to know his destiny. Your vessels and your spells provide, your charms and everything beside. I am for the air. This night I'll spend unto a dismal and fatal end. Great business must be bought ere noon. Upon the corner of the moon there hangs a vaporous drop profound. I'll catch it ere it come to ground, and that, distilled by magic sleights, shall raise such artificial sprites as by the strength of their illusion shall draw him onto his confusion. He shall spurn fate, scorn death, and bear, he hopes, of wisdom, grace, and fear. And you all know, security is mortal's chiefest enemy. Lo you, here she comes, and upon my life fast asleep.
You see, her eyes are open.
Aye, but their sense is shut. Yet here's a spot. Out! Damn spot! Out, I say! Why then, 'tis time to do it. Hell is murky. Fight I no fight, a soldier and a thief. What need we fear who knows it when none can call our power to account? Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? Do you mark that? The Thane of Fife had a wife. Where is she now? What will these hands now be clean? No more of that, no, my lord, no more of that. You mar all with this starting. Here's the smell of the blood still. All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Well, well, well. Wash your hands. Put on your nightgown. Look not so pale. To bed. To bed. There's a knocking at the gate. Come! Come, give me your hands!
What's done cannot be undone.
To bed. To bed. To bed.
Oh, my love. My wife.
Death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? She should have died hereafter. There would have been a time for such a word. Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, out, brief candle. Life's but a walking shadow, the poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow. Faustus, now hast thou but one bare hour to live, and then thou must be damned perpetually.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds, towards Phoebus' lodging. Such a waggoner as Phaeton would whip you to the west and bring in cloudy night immediately.
Stand still, you have a moving spheres of heaven. A time may seize and midnight never come.
Spread thy close curtain, love, performing night, that runaways' eyes may wink and Romeo leap to these arms untalked of and unseen.
For nature's eye, rise again and make perpetual day, or let this hour be but a year, a month, a week, a natural day, that Faustus may repent and save his soul. Oh, lente curate noctis equi.
Gallop apace, you fiery-footed steeds.
Stars move still, time runs, the clock will strike, the devil will come, and Faustus must be damned.
Come, loving night, come, gentle, black-browed night, give me my Romeo. And when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night. Pay no worship to the garish sun.
Oh, I'll leap up to my God, who pulls me down. See where Christ's blood streams in the firmament.
Take him and cut him out in little stars.
One drop would save my soul, half a drop. Oh, my Christ! Oh, rend not my heart for looking on my Christ. My God, look not so fierce on me. Ugly hells, gape not, come not, Lucifer. I'll burn my books.
J'ai avalé une fameuse gorgée de poison. 3 fois béni soit le conseil qui m'est arrivé. Les entrailles me brûlent. Oh, la violence du venin tord mes membres, me rend difforme, me terrasse. C'est l'enfer, l'éternelle peine. Voyez comme les flammes se relèvent. Je brûle comme il faut. Va, démon!
I dreamed there was an Emperor Antony. Oh, such another sleep that I might see, but such another man. His face was as the heavens, and therein stuck a sun and moon which kept their course and lighted the little O, the earth. His legs bestrid the ocean. His reared arm crested the world. His voice was propagated by all the tuned spheres, and that to friends. But when he meant to quail and shake the orb, he was as rattling thunder. For his bounty there was no winter in it. An autumn 'twas that grew the more by weeping. His delights were dolphin-like. They showed his back above the elements they lived in. In his livery walked crowns and crownets, realms and islands were as plates dropped from his pocket. Think you there was, or might be, such a man as this I dreamed of? You lie. Up to the hearing of the gods! But if there be, or ever were, one such, it's past the size of dream,